Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Past the 30 to the 32. Probably looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down, 49ers.
This is Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Prescott on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 89 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Alexander. The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, 49ers nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Alexander.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards. And it's over. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 16-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They'll try again with Elliott. He gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 17. 49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
San Francisco.
They go play action here on first down. On the slant to find Ayuk. Now loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, 49ers.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for... This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Pulled in at the 24. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Fields. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Fields. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, 49ers.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys 16.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. It's caught the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, it's Fields. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Alexander, a gain of 14.
And back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Ball carried by
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down.
7-yard line.
That's complete out left alley-oop. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And the 49er first down.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
To number 11.
From 17 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. Trying to improvise. Prescott strapped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shot in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll run on first down. Fields. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Fields. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Carried by number 21.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
49ers.
first down. It's Fields. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Fields. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll give this time to the tailback. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by a counter Witherspoon.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back and